name is Sara. This is a huge honor and a great pleasure to speak to you all today. I've come a long way since I was 2 years old when my mom came to Romania to adopt me. The neglect and abuse I suffered in my orphanage caused a lot of problems for me. Developmentally, I was at a 6-month-old level and couldn't walk, talk, or eat solid foods. Specialists labeled me mentally retarded and didn't know if I would ever improve. When I was in preschool, I still wasn't talking, so I was placed in a varying exceptionalities class. My teachers doubted I would ever be able to be in a regular class. They told my mom it wouldn't be fair for the normal kids, or me. Thankfully, my mom didn't listen to their advice, went to Partners in Policy Making, where she found out about Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, and inclusion. After learning our rights to an education in the least restrictive environment with the supports I would need to be successful, my mom insisted I attend regular kindergarten at my neighborhood school instead of a special school or a special class. I was actually one of the first kids in my county to be included and have been ever since. While I was in elementary school, I still had significant learning challenges. So when I was 7 years old, I participated in brain research in Detroit, Michigan. The PET scans proved that the neglect I suffered in my orphanage affected the function in every area of my brain. This important research demonstrates the need for quality care during the first few years of a baby's life, as well as the importance of early intervention. Throughout the years, I've had many labels: educable mentally handicapped, speech apraxia disorder, language and speech disorder, auditory processing disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, attachment disorder, and most recently, specific learning disability. But I am not a label or a disorder. It is important that labels are used only to identify challenges and help find solutions to problems. Always think of the person first, never their label or disability first. I have always attended all of my IEP, individual education plan meetings. My mom made sure that my rights to be a full partner in my education were respected by every team member. We always discussed my challenges as well as my options before we went to the IEP meeting so we could be best prepared. In middle school, my ESC teacher spent a lot of time with me teaching me how to be an independent learner and leader. But most of my teachers thought I couldn't make it in high school on the regular diploma track and recommended I switch to a special diploma track. But no way, Jose. I decided it would be best for me to stay on the regular high school diploma track rather than switch. Instead, I auditioned for a high school of performing arts. It's very competitive, but I was thrilled when I found out that I was accepted. My dedication to my education finally paid off in my freshman year when I was asked to join the National Honor Society. Although I passed the writing portion of the FCAT, Florida Comprehensive Assessment Test, unfortunately with my learning disability, tests are extremely hard for me, and I did not pass the reading or math portion of the FCAT. The principal didn't want me to stay at the school because I failed the FCAT. My mom and I tried to explain to him that IDEA protected my right to stay regardless to his rules or my challenges with the FCAT, but he didn't listen. So Mom and I took further action by contacting the Advocacy Center. Our attorney explained to the principal as well as the school board attorney my right to stay according to IDEA. So everyone came to agreement that I could stay. But after really thinking about it, I've decided, why would I want to be somewhere if I'm not wanted? So I applied for the McKay Scholarship and transferred over to a Christian private school. That's where I finished my last 2 years of high school. Looking back over the past 14 years, most of school, I realized most of my teachers weren't really ready for inclusion and didn't know how to teach a kid like me. So yeah, there has been some real frustrating days for everybody, especially me. But when I stopped to think about it, I'm glad I was included because it made me try harder to keep up each day. Plus, being actively involved in all of my IEP meetings has helped me understand my rights as an individual with a disability, as well as responsibilities I must fulfill as I enter adulthood. Over the years, I spent most of my evenings doing homework, studying with my tutor, going to voice, singing, acting lessons. After years of speech therapy, occupational therapy, tutoring, and continuous support from my family, I am proud to say to all of you, May of 2009, I graduated from high school with a regular diploma and with high honors. This achievement would not have been possible without the proper accommodations and a lot of hard work. I am now attending Polk State College, majoring in communications. My goal is to become the most effective advocate possible for myself and others with disabilities, as well as abandoned children around the world. I love going to college and can't believe that I almost let my fear of failure stop me from applying. For extra spending money, I also work part-time as a hostess at a restaurant. I am also a member of the Florida Youth Council. We wrote a Disability History and Awareness Bill. Thanks to our team effort, it was signed, Governor Chris signed the legislation into law June 13, 2008. Now every student in Florida Public Schools will learn about disability issues the first 2 weeks of October, which we hope will bring about better inclusion for all. That reminds me, that is what motivated me to start my own business, Awareness and Action Partners, and produce a video highlighting disability history and awareness. Over the past few years, my mom and I talked about my guardianship options. I decided to keep my rights and not ask my mom to become a guardian. I still want her advice, especially when I make important decisions that affect my life, but I want to be the one to make the final decision. A few months ago, we attended the Lighting the Way workshop and talked about the different levels of guardianship. I need help with my finances, so I asked Mom to be a co-signer on my bank account. Thanks to my mom and many others, I have beaten the odds that were stacked up against me. I love sharing my story, as I hope I may inspire others to become more aware of their rights, work towards their goals. Together, as family, friends, and partners, we can make dreams come true and save the world. Thank you.